going to listen to our team leader, our director, Mike Wells, as he cuts the pictures at the start of this race at Talladega.
Crowd on 3. Crowd and the cars. Crowd in the cars, Pony. Ready to dissolve 3. Dissolve 3. Push on in 3. Ready to dissolve 8. Push on in. Ready to dissolve 8. And dissolve 8. You'll pan with him, George. Ready 33. Take 33. First side by side, Chris. Pan. Ready 4. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 45 to 46 to 5. Ready 45. Take 45. Ready 46. Take 46. Ready 5. Take 5. First side by side. Ready 55. You're leaving the frame on 55. Ready 55. Take 55. Go to first side by side. Pan. Ready 6. Take 6. First side by side. Ready 16. Take 16. Good side by side. Ready 3. And take 3.
Communication is paramount at Talladega.
We saw a lot of communication on that restart, that first initial start, with the Stewart-Haas teams all working together to get in line on the front. You see them. They're pulling away, Jeff.
Yeah, that line is, you see 4 Stewart-Haas cars, but when they did that, what also happened was it put 4 Hendrick cars in line as well. There's Jimmie Johnson trying to get to the back of William Byron in that yellow 24 car. Here comes Jimmie Johnson with some help from Chase Elliott.
208 miles an hour we just saw out of Jimmie Johnson's car, and problems for David Ragan. No power on the 38.
Huge disappointment for that team. David Ragan's a really good plate racer, going really slow down the back straightaway. This is a place where they could put themselves in contention and win, have trouble early in the race. Devastating.
Be interested to see if he can get that car around to pit road, gets off the racetrack safely without creating a caution situation.
Look at this inside line. This inside line is really formed up nicely.
Let's look at what happened to David Ragan off of turn 4. There he is. He's going to do it. When he realizes this, watch how quickly he gets out of line. He's losing power. He's losing power. He gets off the nose of the 2 car. Really saves all those guys behind him. Brad was just getting ready to make contact. That would have made a chain reaction, possibly a crash. Really smart move. Kelly.
David Ragan telling his team just now that he shut it down, refired it. It came back to life for just a second, but then it's showing low oil pressure, so he's going to bring that 38 car down to pit road.
That's the computer in the car is just not going to let it fire if it's showing low oil pressure. But back on the racetrack, look at that inside line. They've driven away. They've got formed up nicely. Now they're driving away side by side behind them with Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. They're going to need to get this sorted out. Really surprised, Junior, this early in the race that the front of the pack has been so organized and so disciplined to get them single file.
Yeah, 2 guys side by side will slow each other down, and that creates that gap to the cars up front in single file. And the 18's going to break through. He's going to get a push to break through away from his teammate. Denny's going to actually fall back. Wow, the 78 clears well, but he gets that push. He's back on the quarter panel of 78 there.
33 cars were over 200 miles per hour on that last lap, Marty.
And Rick, there's going to be a lot of different agendas in the field today. Martin Truex Jr., one of the big 3 that we've talked about all year long. With all those extra bonus points, they may ride today. You see them right now in the 10th position, but if they get shuffled to the back, they'll likely stay there. Cole Pearn telling me I think that's the wiser move. A lot of aggressive people up front. I don't want to be in that mix. I'm confident in the bonus points we have going to Kansas next week.
Yeah, Marty, I think right now the 78 is evaluating. Right now it's calm. No big deal. Right here, single file in front. Nobody's gotten crazy. See Kyle Busch trying to jump up on the outside of Alex Bowman, trying to get that outside lane working. Martin Truex Jr., he's not afraid to go with him and try to get it working.
He's going to give that 18 a big push, and the 43 of Bubba Wallace gets out of line on the high side there. You see that. Jumping on the outside of Martin Truex Jr., though, is Denny Hamlin, putting Martin in the middle, 3 wide. That's going to break up this outside line. Denny's got a great run in the back of his teammate.
Yeah, Denny moved all the way to the back of the 18. I thought that wasn't a good move for Denny, but he did a good job. Now Kyle Busch has got to find a way to get backed up to the 11, to get them lined up, to get some momentum on the outside lane.
That shuffling around has brought them back a few cars. They were up beside Alex Bowman a lap ago, and see it's brought them back a couple positions. They need to stay in line when Denny gets that run. He needs to try to push the guy in front of him and try to make that line work.
See Kyle Busch, he jumped to the bottom.
He's
and
being
then,
very aggressive.
Yeah, then immediately got a run and then jumped on the outside of the 2 car knowing that Denny Hamlin would go with him.
Marty. We'll go to Marty.
Hey guys, you see Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, and also Ryan Blaney have hooked up together. I think the rest of the field would love to break them up, but Team Penske loves to work together here. Jeff, they made an interesting decision before qualifying yesterday. They went with a package they feel like will handle better. They gave up speed to do that, but Burton, on an 85-degree day at Talladega, you got to handle, you can give up a little bit of speed.
Interesting move by Daniel Suarez to pull up in front of his teammate, Kyle Busch, and get out of line. Trying to get help from all his teammates here, all 4 Toyotas together. Parker.
Well, guys, I've got my eye there on the 11 of Denny Hamlin, because when he got done with practice yesterday, he made a comment that he felt like he could suck up and push cars better than ever. So I believe right now when he's getting the 18, I've been looking to see if he's able to break that bubble like he does right there and actually get into the back of the 18. That could be really impressive come later, Steve.
Yeah, Parker, we're only 7 or 8 laps in, but we just heard Marty talk about the Fords working together. It wouldn't shock me if we see him on pit road early here in stage 1.